Hi everybody, we're ready for another transformative art class, um, self-portraits. So a couple of quick announcements first. One is, you're all amazing. It's great you're just taking time to go internal and do some creative expression. And the other one is we'd love feedback. This is totally new, like figuring out how to do these classes online, virtual. So yeah, any feedback you have, we'd welcome it. Okay, so let's get started. So go ahead and make sure you have paper, some plain white paper, some colored, pastels, chalk, markers, crayons, pencils, some colors, and gather your stuff. And I'm just going to trust you'll pause if you need more time in between. So if you have everything gathered, settle down into your seat. And today, this one, the self-portrait, is going to be on kind of what comes out of you, through your mouth, maybe a little bit of what goes in also, but mostly what comes out and what's uniquely you in that. So first, just close your eyes and take some breaths in and out, and in and out. Do that a couple times. And as you're doing that, what does that look like? What color is that when it comes in? Where does it go into, and what does that place look like? What color is it when it comes out? Is it the same color? Is it a different color? Is it many different colors? Well, what does it look like as you're breathing? What does it look like as it's coming in your body and going out of your body? How would you draw that? Go ahead and just put that on the paper. And then when you're done putting your in and out breath on the paper, we're going to go on a little journey. So you can go ahead and close your eyes again if you'd like. We're going to go on a journey through the forest. So it's a green forest, pine forest. The snow is there. It's a little bit chilly, but it's also spring. So you're walking along and you come upon a pond, and the ice has just left the pond. It's clear water, and suddenly you're inspired, like, I just really have to jump in there. I have to do it. So you do. Oh my gosh, it is so cold. And it's kind of like, how does that sound feel when it comes out? That, like, what does that sound look like? That sound of, like, oh my gosh, my body just hit this cold water. It was an involuntary sound. Like, you didn't even try to make it. It just is a reaction. You might be feeling exhilarated, shock, a little bit of everything. So what does that look like when you make it? What color is it? What shape is it as it comes out? So go ahead and put that on the paper. Okay, so now that all your cells are so alive from that ice cold water, you're out, drying off, and oh my gosh, that cozy little cabin is right there looking so inviting. So you go inside, and inside that cabin is a blazing fire in the fireplace and a warm rug, fluffy, fuzzy rug right by the fireplace. And you go and sit and get super cozy on that rug. You just let out a sigh. It's a sigh of contentment. Like you just woke every cell in your body up, probably jumping in that cold water. And now you're just warm and cozy in front of the fire. What's that sigh of contentment look like? Where does it start from in your body? What's that place look like? And what's it look like when it comes out? Does it change shape as it comes out? Is it all one shape all the way up and out? Does it change color, or is it the same color? Go ahead and put that on the paper, what that looks like, what your sigh of contentment in front of that fire and rug looks like. So after you just enjoy yourself by the rug for a while, you realize it really is time to go. You're feeling the need to leave. So you go out and you start walking along the path back towards home, and you just feel really joyous. Like the day is it's really pretty and the birds are singing and you've just had this great jump in the cold water and a relaxing time in front of the fire and you just want to sing. And so you just start singing and it's like singing it's the joy of that moment. And as you sing, what does that look like as that song comes out of you? What does it look like as it comes out and hits the air? And where does it come from in you? What does that place look like where it starts? What color is it? What shape is it? You just keep singing that song, kind of visually, what does that look like? The birds are happy to hear another person singing. Go ahead and add that to the paper. Then you just keep singing that song as you're walking along towards home. And it just starts to fade away as you start to see the familiar, your driveway or your path or your sidewalk or your door or your porch, whatever you have to get to your house or your home. So you go ahead and you start to walk through the door thinking of like, you're trying to remember all the kind of things, plans you had, things you should do, responsibilities, and you go in and then you see it, this innocuous piece of paper, but actually it's just like, oh my gosh, it is a letter and it's just so stupid telling you just to have to, like, what you have to deal with, it's just, ugh, are you kidding me? This is like the most ridiculous thing. So frustrating. Really? Ugh. Ugh. And that frustration, just annoyance, like this, like, oh, are you kidding me? And like now I have to sit and do this, and like, and it just keeps building. And then like the beings in your life are kind of there, and you're just like, like really, like this is just ridiculous. What a waste of time, but yet I have to do it. Like, and that just kind of bubbles up, and you're just like, like, what does that look like when it comes out? Where does that start in you? What does that place look like where it starts? And how does it look when it comes out? Does it change shape or color, or is it just the same? And what does it do once it hits the air? Then, one of your favorite beings, human, animal, bird, whatever it is, comes into your vision. And that just kind of settles you down into whatever was beneath that place of annoyance and disgust. And you settle into that place. Let me give another sigh. This time it's just a sigh of like, oh, right. All that is there. Oh, maybe that's not how you want to express it. Maybe that's not the way you want to express it. But it's all there. What does that sigh look like? It's different than that contented purr sigh. What's that sigh look like? Where does it come from in you? What does that place look like? What's it look like when it comes out? Go ahead and put that on the paper. Whatever colors or shapes it is. And then you just sit there. Just sit and settle into that space for a minute. And that's like revisit. You went on this walk. Then you jumped in the pond and like, oh, everything came alive. And you like, ugh. Kind of let out a shocked and alive sound. And then you sat by the fire on that cozy rug and like, almost purred like a cat, like, ah. And then you sang joyously as you walked through the woods, like just letting that all out. Any other annoyance, And then you got to that point of just like, oh, what else is there? And then just settle in and see what else is there. What's there right now for you? Like what is down there, wherever that place is, where that sound comes from. Maybe there's lots of stuff. But what's kind of strong and pressing that wants to come out right now? And can you bring it up and let it out? Like in the form of a song. You just let it out. And what does that look like? When it comes out, what does it look like? It might be grief, it might be joy, it might be annoyance, it might be giggly laughter. Like, what's that look like? Where does it start from? Can you bring it up and out? And show it. Is it more than one color? Is it the same color? Is it a different shape as it comes up? And is there an end to it? Like, does it empty or does it just cycle through? And could it go on forever? What does that look like? You can go ahead and draw that on the paper. And then just settle into yourself. Come back to your breath. Deep breath in and out. And in and out. Just find awareness of what that looks like, and who you are, and who your special voice that you have, what it looks like and feels like. And then just see what's there. All right. Thank you, everybody. Feel free to post your videos or pictures. It'd be great to see them.